everybody, and welcome to Centennial Ice Arena here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's the Chicago Phantoms taking on the California Goldrush. Your starting lineup for Coach Caden's spot: Pisturzi, Gaspadaro, and Yannick. It's going to be Rich and Rothmeyer on the blue line. Number 31, Max Bersani has the net. 14 minutes on the clock, and the Phantoms are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio, and the benches are on the far side. Phantoms are dressed in their home whites with the purple piping around the armbands and socks, a purple and orange stripe around the waist, and their shells are going to be purple with the vertical white and orange stripe. 2 white stripes, 1 orange one. And the California Goldrush on the opposition, dressed in their royal blue with yellow around the armband and waist, and socks with a white piping around that waist. And their pants are going to be navy blue with a vertical yellow stripe. It's going to be Rylan Rich. Fires a shot, saved by the goaltender, rebound to the outside. Looking to get on it is Yannick. Pisturzi high F2 there. Poke checked away by the Goldrush on the far side. Sent it out to the point. Kept in by Gaspadaro right at the blue line. Thrown out in the neutral zone for Rothmeyer. And pulling it back is going to be Rothmeyer. Up the ice he goes for Pisturzi, who sends one in deep and goes for the line change. It's going to be a wholesale change now for the Phantoms. Out there coming up for on D is going to be Blake Cushman. Cushman with the new twig in his hands, going to send one in deep as his got broken yesterday in a slash. And then a right wing corner for DeNormandy. Proden there at F2 and Buriel Boyd high F3. Monaco is the right defenseman, just on the far side of your frame. At the blue line, it's kicked out of the zone by the Goldrush. 2-on-1 in front of the rock. Wide left, going to carry it across. Monaco is going to force him to curl back around as the Goldrush forward waits for support. He gets it in the right corner, out towards Cushman. Monaco's got a guy fired, tied up, and the shot and a save off of Bersani's pads. Rebounded out here towards Proden as they normally make the breakout pass. Proden coming in, left wing hash marks, pushed off the puck. Coming in is Boyd, chipped over here by the Goldrush, and out of the zone it goes into the hands of Cushman, who drops it for Monaco at center. Monaco waits for him to get on side, sends it in deep. It's going to be Ronan Clark on the forecheck now. Clark coming in hard. Thrown out to the far side. Out comes Gavin Sire on the forecheck, knuckling out of midair, just off the stick of, just missing the stick of Proden. Cushman gets it, sends it in deep. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 11:52 to go here in the first. And an offensive zone face-off for the Goldrush. Down by the net of Bersani in the right wing circle. And out there for the Phantoms is going to be BMAC on right or left wing here on the half wall. Sire going to take your draw. Clark in the slot along with McCray. And Zaire down in the I formation in the right wing corner. Face off to the left of Bersani's blocker. Draw one by the Goldrush. High slot, fires a shot. Knocked down by McCray. Battle ensues and Bersani makes the save and a rebound directed into the left wing corner for Sire. Gavin muscles it towards Ronan. He's met by 2. McCray tries to push it up the boards there on the strong side. A 3-on-3, 50-50 battle is going to be won by the Phantoms as Zaire gets pinned into the corner. And the Goldrush pick up the loose change. Send it out to the left point in front of the Phantom benches now. Curling back, thrown into the hands of the Rush, firing a shot over the net of Bersani here to the near side. Coming in, going to be Sire, pins him in. Now Zaire going to work here, bottom of the right wing circle, picked up by the Goldrush. And they curl back around to the forehand. A little chip pass into the corner. Going to be picked up by the Goldrush. Zaire coming in. He knocks it free. He's got the battle going on. A 2-on-2 as Sire joins the battle behind the net of Bersani. And Sire comes away with the puck. Left wing corner with the biscuit. Sends it over to the far side. Knocked down by Clark. Picked back up by Sire. Sire going to walk in front of the blue line, pushing it up here to the near side. BMAC on his left and Clark on his right. Sire walks it in, fires a shot, but it goes wide left. He goes for the line change. Clark slams over here to BMAC. McMurray on the left wing half wall. He gets slammed in the wall, still maintaining control. Clark dumps a guy over in front, and they're letting him play. That was a good-sized body check there by Ronan Clark. Gaspadaro makes his way onto the ice, and the Goldrush make a move around him. It's going to be in front of McRae now. Firing a shot, saved by Bersani, picked up by Rich in the left wing corner. He comes behind the net of Bersani left to right. Makes the break out here to the near side to Clark. Clark sauces one over the stick of the forward who was reading that play from the Goldrush. McRae has to come and get it. He sends one forward towards Pisturzi, and it's picked off by the Goldrush here to the near side. Going cross ice, off the stick of Ryan, and going right back here in front of us is going to be the Goldrush. They're playing east-west hockey here, folks. Firing a shot, saved by Bersani. Rebound big time off of Max's glove. Picked up by the Goldrush behind the net, chopped loose by McRae. 10 minutes to go here in the period. McRae trying to send it to Pisturzi. Pisturzi trying to use Bob to keep it just chip it out of the zone, and it's kept in by the Goldrush defender. Rich fakes right, goes left, sends it up to Yannick. Yannick touches it to Gaspadaro. He's got Pisturzi, and Gaspadaro goes at center. Carrying it wide left, Pisturzi's got to go right. Yannick heads the net, Pisturzi high F3, Gaspadaro behind the net now, left to right. He's hooked and taken down, no call on the hook. Into the right wing corner for the Goldrush. Coming in is Nyatic. Slowing it up, come out towards Pasterzy, kept in by Rylan Rich, who sends one right back into the hands of the defender of Goldrush, and he splits the D. Here it comes in 2-on-1 in front of Rothmeyer. Rich on the back check, sauce across, and it went in, folks. It went in. Let's see the replay. He comes across, a little backhand shovel back. It looked like we had him tied up, but the puck slid past Bersani, and in it goes, and it's nothing. Here at Centennial at 9:24. I did not see the number of the gentleman who scored it. We'll get it here in a second. Headed out there now will be Cronin, Boyd, and DeNormandie. Blue liner's going to be Cush and Monaco. Monaco on it, firing a shot off the shin guards of Monaco in the left wing corner. And it's going to be Monaco releasing towards the high slot. He picked up by Cushman, left it for Proden. Proden chips one forward right into the hands of the Goldrush. Going to go right back the other way. Thrown past Cush behind the net of Bersani. Picked up by the Rock in the left wing corner. Monaco sends a DDD pass to Cushman. Off his stick here to the near side for Proden. Proden going to chip one up towards Boyd. Kept in by the Goldrush. Blowing a tire is going to be Cushman. Monaco comes in. He knocks it free. Here to Cush here to the near side. Cush sends it up the strong side of Proden. Looking to go D to D. It was broken up and intercepted, broken up by Proden, intercepted by DeNormandie. DeNormandie's got a speed step here, right hash. Fires a shot. Rebound off front for Boyd. Proden fans on the shot. The rebound out front. And we're going to get a whistle as the Phantoms, quite honestly, folks, blew a golden opportunity. Had a soccer net there and didn't finish. 8:38 to go here in the first. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Phantoms. It'll be Boyd on your draw, Proden in the slot, DeNormandie on the half wall. Blue liners are going to be McCray and Zayer left to right. In the left wing corner, Goldrush win the draw. Down behind there, netminder, past Boyd. Pinching in hard is Zayer. Good pinch by Max 2. Max 2 going to work, 77. Coming in, Boyd on the defensive side of it. Goldrush swing over here to the near side, backing up to McCray. McCray gets a chip past him, and it's cut off by Proden. DeNormandie comes in. What a play by Double D. Number 8 swings one off to the far side. Boyd's going to have to come trucking out to the Phantom benches. Couldn't get to it. Zayer's shovel pass out to the blue line, picked off by the Goldrush. DeNormandie comes and puts his shoulder right in the chest and knocks it free for Boyd. Boyd tried to send it out towards Proden. Past the defender. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 8:03 to go here in the first. And we get an offensive zone face-off for the Goldrush. Out there now will be BMAC and Clark, along with Sire taking the draw. Rothmeyer in the slot with BMAC and Clark. And Rich on the far side. Draw one for Rich. Rich moves it up the boards. Pushes it through. It's 3-on-1. Rich across for BMAC. It was deflected by the defender, and your goaltender had to make a save. And it's going to be picked up by Rylan Rich. Poke check by the Goldrush. Met by Rothmeyer is going to throw it in for an offsides at 7:46. Rich looked for the pass, and he almost had it, but the defender got a piece of it. And that was a 3-on-1. Probably could have made a drop pass there, but hey, we got a shot on net out of it. A good golden opportunity. The Phantoms just unable to convert. It's BMAC right in front of us. Sire on the face-off. Clark, your right wing. Face-off one to Rothmeyer. Throws it right into the jersey of McMurray. And the Goldrush going right back the other way. Chipped it past Rothmeyer. Bottom of the right circle. Sends one towards Bersani. He makes the save off the glove. At 7:34 to go here in the period. Your lineup out there now stays on a defensive side. Stays the same. Looks like it's a staying the same the whole way here, folks. It'll be Clark and Rich in the slot. Rothmeyer down in the I formation behind Sire, and BMAC on the half wall. Sire drops it for Rothmeyer, winning that draw. And Rothmeyer hits the brakes and going to send it over here to McMurray. McMurray, right wing hash marks, now chipping it towards Sire. Sire pushing it up the ice, makes a cross ice pass towards Clark. Clark skates into it. Right circle comes down, lost it off his stick, hanging out. He had 3 blue jerseys on him. McMurray comes in to poke check it, and the Goldrush coming away with the loose change, pushing it up the ice in front of Rothmeyer. 1-on-1, top of the right circle, toe drag release, right into the glove of Max Bersani as he makes the save. At 7:07 to go here in the first. Shots are 8-3 if you read the scoreboard. And the Phantoms go for the line change. Out there now is going to be 95, 96, 97. Pasterzy is 95 on the half wall. Max going to take your draw, and Yannick in the slot with Monaco, Cushman down in the I formation, firing a 9-iron. Goldrush in the left wing corner. Monaco comes in, good battle on it. Sent one here and across the slot in the hands of nobody. Now Pisturzi comes in to get the loose chain, pitches it out of the zone, and it's going to be Niatic on the forecheck. Goldrush go the other way in front of the penalty boxes towards Monaco. Picked his pocket is going to be Max Gaspadaro. It's Max up the ice, 3-on-4, Monaco trailing. Gaspadaro in the high slot here for Niatic. Niatic curls around, drops it for Cushman. Cushman to Monaco. Pass got a little handcuff by the Rock. Rock on his backhand, forehand, carries in the right wing corner now. Curling back around right post, hits the brakes, tried to send it over to Niatic on the far side, or actually gets Gaspadaro. Monaco pinned in, lost off the stick. Goldrush here in the left wing corner now. Coming in is Niatic, Son on his own, chipped and blocked by Pisturzi, covering D. Cushman coming in. Gaspadaro gets on the defensive side in the left wing corner. Monaco finally gets back into position. High top of throw, pop loose by Niatic, pulled back into the corner by Niatic, or Goldrush, and then met by Niatic, who chips one out of the zone. And at 6:07 to go here in the period. It's going to be the Goldrush from right to left, hitting the brakes. Pisturzi holds him off, forces him to go to the outside. And now the Goldrush looking to go. Chip loose by Pisturzi. Stepping in is the Normandy. And a loose change collected by the Goldrush. Gaspadaro on the back check. Chip pass Cushman into the right wing corner now. Down low it's Cush. Right to left on the far side with a little bit of time and space. Cushman's got to send it back behind the net for Zaire. Max 2 going to work. Up to Pisturzi. Pisturzi trying to use the boards. And chips it out for Gaspadaro. It's Gaspadaro double D. Gaspadaro with a step. Left wing's hey face at the fires a shot. Glove saved by the goaltender at 5:35 to go here in the period. As Max had a good opportunity there. And we get ourselves an offensive zone face-off for the Phantoms. Headed out there now will be Prodan along with Boyd and double D. It'll be McRae on the far side. Sorry, folks, I was looking at a score out in Minnesota at the Super Rink. It is the Shattuck St. Mary's 16U squad all knotted up with about $1:39 to go in the third. 3 apiece against Minnesota Navy, I believe is who they're playing tonight. For those of you that know, the Electric Company is in that game. A little Gianna and Elena Monaco. Here inside our own zone, though, it's going to be McRae with the puck. Headmans it over to Prodan, drops, kicks it forward for Boyd. Here comes Boyd. Cross ice for double D. Double D fans on the shot. Boyd coming in. Double D goes down. It looks like we're going to get a power play out of this at 4:55 to go here in the first period. And the Phantoms are headed to the one-man advantage. Did we manage to get a jersey number on that goal scorer? Oh, sorry, folks, don't know who it is. Unknown player. But we're headed to the one-man advantage at 53. Tripping is going to be the call on the guy in the box for the Goldrush, and that means we have a Phantoms power play. This power play brought to you by Bubby's Beef and Red Hots in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots, the best fresh cut fries this side of the Des Plaines River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. Your blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and Rich, and up front it's going to be 95, 96, 97. 3 great years in my lifetime. Sent into the right wing corner. It's going to be Pisturzi down low on the forecheck. In the left wing corner he goes. Pisturzi sending it in the left wing corner. Coming in is Niatic. Gaspadaro heads out to the slot. Niatic over to the right point for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer looking. Hits it over here to Rich. Rich over to Niatic. Niatic over to Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer top wrestler walks in. Face off down on his backhand. Curls around. And they're spreading out the Goldrush defenders. Over here to the near side for Rich. Rich, 4:12 to go. 45 seconds to go on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. They've got the forwards chasing. Firing a shot. Rebound out front. Sent back over to Rich. Rich walks it in. Fires another shot off the glove of the goaltender behind that in the hands of Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro on the far side, curling around. Niatic fires a one-timer. Into the left wing corner it goes. Backing up is Rich. Goldrush trying to get it out of zone. Kept in by Rich. Kicked loose by the forward. Out of the zone, but the Phantom's going to regroup quick. Niatic sends one in deep. 18 seconds to go on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. Batted it loose for Rich. Rich, far side. He goes carrying it across. Sends it in the right wing corner. Ronan Clark makes his way on the ice. Pisturzi in the left wing corner now. Pisturzi behind the net. In the corner. Send one up. Saved by the goaltender, Buff Gaspadaro's shot. We are even strength, folks, at 3:23. Clark is high F3. Goldrush send it out past Rothmeyer. It's going to be Rich and Rothmeyer in a foot race with one forechecker. Rich going to come around on the far side. Right to left. Rich pushing it up the ice. Catching the Goldrush in a line change. Up towards Gaspadaro. Headed it is going to be Rich. Clark goes in the net. Fires a shot over the crossbar here to the near side. Here comes Monaco making his way out. In the left point blue line, McMurray on the ice too, backing up the rock. Monaco over to Clark. Puck is loose for the Gold Rush. Down behind the net, they send it. McMurray going to pinch in. Right wing corner down by the goal line. Makes a move behind the net. Zayers looking for the wraparound rebound front for Sayers. Sayers tries the backhand shot. Saved by the Gold Rush here to the near side. Going to trickle out past Monaco. Monaco at the left point, right point blue line. Curling back around. Headmans it up to Sire. Back in the hands of Monaco is going to send one up to Gavin once again. Gavin left wing corner. McMurray goes in it. Sire fires one off the shoulder. It's shrugged into the right corner by McMurray. Out to Ronan Clark. Clark meets him at the half wall. Picked up by the Gold Rush. Right into the hands of Monaco. Monaco fires one low. Stick saved by the goaltender to the right wing corner for BMAC. BMAC into the slot trying to hit Sire. Gold Rush going to throw it out past Cushman. And they're going to get the line change in at 2:14. Cushman coming in, sends it over to Monaco. Monaco goes cross ice and hits Clark. Clark makes the move to the outside. Clark going to work. Sire goes to the net. McMurray high F3. Clark hits the brakes. They BMAC sends it out to the point for Cush. Cush fires one off this jersey. Back in the hands of Cushman. Cushman sends one down behind the net for BMAC. Swings it off here to Sire in the left wing corner. Sire back to BMAC. Clark coming in high F3, trying to sneak in behind the defenders. BMAC right to the faceoff dot, out to the hands of Monaco. Monaco fires one low, kicked out to BMAC just off the stick in the right wing corner. BMAC to Cush. Cush from the right point, fires one down, blocked by the Gold Rush. Here they come the other way in a 3-on-2. Off the left side in front of Cushman. Comes in, fires a shot right into the glove by Max Bersani. Will get a whistle at 90 seconds remaining here in the period. Shots are 9-11. And not sure what happened down there in Blaine, or up there in Blaine, but Line Barn has frozen on me as they go through the handshake line. I'll have to get a report from everybody up there. I do know the 19U squad was playing on another rink, and we'll have to get a report on that as well at some point. Over here to the near side, though, it's going to be Proden trying to headman it over to the Normandy. Brielle Boyd coming out in the neutral zone. Max, number 2, Max Zayer. Forced him to throw it away in the left wing corner. Come down, picked up by number 27, Adam McRae. Swings it over here to the near side for Proden. Pinching in was going to be the Gold Rush. Picked up by McRae. He curls around, creating some space on the near side. Breakout pass to Damien. Damien chips it forward, trying to split the two Gold Rush players, and they reverse the ice going right back the other way. McRae and Sayer got to turn back around. Cut back. Nice back check by Brielle Boyd as she slows up the shot. And Max Bersani with the save at 57.3 seconds to go here in the first. Your lineup out there now will be Proden, Boyd, and DeNormany. Blue liners are still going to be Zayer and McRae. Face off to the left of Bersani. Into the right wing corner for the Phantoms. 2-on-2 as Boyd joins it. The 50-50 battle at the feet of Boyd. Boyd to McRae. McRae up to Proden. Proden pushing it up the ice. It's Proden. Going to use it past Bob, and the defender read it correctly. Knocked it loose. Boyd forced him to go towards the middle. 1-on-1 in front of Zayer, and DeNormany on the back check. Offsides is going to be the call. Nice back check by Double D. Yeah. As he forced that play to go towards the benches. And a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of Coach Caden. Proden on the wing. DeNormany takes the draw. Boyd comes in, forcing the Gold Rush to throw it down behind the net of Bersani, who slows it up for McRae. Adam up to Damien. Damien here to the near side. Uses Bob and gets it out cleanly, but this time it's going to slide. No icing. It's waved off. And it'll be Boyd and Proden on the forecheck. Boyd left, Proden right. Now they switch and go back the other way. Going to cut off the Gold Rush player. Up off the glass towards McRae. Bouncing puck kept in by Adam. Going back inside the zone. Now out of the zone. Kicked away by the Gold Rush. And it's going to be Max Zayer in a foot race. Zayer gets the inside position on it. Tied up in front of Bersani. Puck is loose and Max can't smother it. Finally picked up, kicked loose. And Sound, no goal. The Sound is end of the period, and unbelievably as that was going to be Adam McRae with the goal save up front. Put the pads on that kid just like his old man. Yeah. At the end of one, it's the Gold Rush 1 and the Chicago Phantoms 0 as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensenville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensenville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the second is going to be 95, 96, 97, number 7, and 45 on D. Max Bersani has the net, and the Phantoms are now working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Down on the near side, coming out right wing corner is going to be the Goldrush, blocked by Pasturzi. He doesn't see it at his feet. Chipped loose by Ryan. Ryan across the blue line, right wing corner, pulls it across, cut back, top of the right circle, picked up by Yannick. Yannick across the slot and gets it taken away by the Goldrush. It's going to be Monaco going to have to open up and go far wide right towards the Goldrush. Forces the deep angle shot. Monaco blocks it and trickles behind the net of Bersani. Swings off here to the near side. Firing one low, sticked away by Bersani on the far side for Pasturzi. Picked up by the Rock in the corner. Rock goes D to Cushman past his stick. Yadik's going to have to come trucking down to get it. Yadik picks it up. He's got Gaspararo off his shin guards over to Pasturzi. Pasturzi, top of the left circle, comes in, fires a shot right into the glove of the goaltender, who flashes the leather at 13:08 to go here in the second period. And if you believe the scoreboard, shots are 12 apiece. Face-off going down into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Purple People Eaters. Out there now will be Clark along with Sire and BMAC up front. Rothmeyer and Rich are your liners. And it's going to be Ronan Clark on the half wall, forcing the Goldrush back down behind the goal line. BMAC on the forecheck. Rylan Rich comes streaking in right wing corner now. Rich comes in, Sire covers D, and the Goldrush with 3 on Rylan Rich. Puck squirts out towards the middle, and it's picked up by the Goldrush, blocked by Ronan Clark. Ronan tries to throw one towards the net, just didn't get all of it. And the Goldrush backhanded out of his own, Jalmerson style, off the glove of Rylan Rich. And it's going to be Rothmeyer coming in. Looks to go against Bersani. Bersani with the save on the far side. Regrouping is going to be the Phantoms. BMAX skates through him, but doesn't take the puck with him. It was knocked loose by the Goldrush in the right wing half wall now. Goldrush looking to set it up. Backhanded one up in the air, down behind the goal line for Rothmeyer. The centerman down low, or winger, whoever he is, for the Goldrush. Force him back up the far side. BMAC cuts it off. Picked his pocket. It's going to be the Goldrush. Firing one low. Glove saved by Max. Rebounded here to the near side for Rylan Rich. Rich to Clark. Clark muscling it forward. We're going to get a whistle. Looks like offsides is going to be the call at 12:14. As you can tell, we can't see everything here, folks. I don't have blue line cams like they do in the NHL. Face-off going just outside the zone, right in front of us. Cronin, Boyd, and Double D up front. Zayer and McRae on the blue line. 77-27. If you were a gambling man, there's a lot of 7s on this team. High left circle, fires a shot. Stick saved by Bersani, directed to the far side for Proden. Proden chipped up. It's going to be a Goldrush sending 4 guys on that side with the lone defenseman who streaks out as a safety into the high middle on the neutral. It's going to be Normandy up off the glass, sends it down. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And we slowed up, picked up here by Proden. He's on the forecheck there. Good job by Damien. Boy, the kid from Goldrush didn't like the fact that Proden got him and got into it. No call on either one. As Proden took a stick to the back, I don't think he liked that very much. Max Zayer on the front of the penalty boxes there. Swinging a miss by Boyd on the far side for DeNormandy. He picked up by McRae, who sends him right out of the zone. And it'll be Proden on the forecheck now. Sauced across here. Here comes Double D. Blocked off a Double D skates. Loose change for Brielle. Up to DeNormandy. DeNormandy hitting Proden. Knocked loose by the Goldrush. Pulls it back across. And it'll be Brielle on the forecheck now. Zayer pinches up hard. Puck squirts past him. And it's Zayer on the back check. Gets on the defensive side of it. Nice recovery by Max, too. Out of the zone it goes for the Goldrush, who are now inside the neutral with Proden on the forecheck. Boyd now stuffs him at the blue line. Loose change for Zayer. Zayer curls back around. Hits Double D, who's got to drop back inside the zone. DeNormandy headmans over to Proden. Off his stick it goes. Picked up by the defender. Into the hands of McRae. McRae throws one in deep at 10:50 to go here in the period. And it'll be Yannick on the forecheck. Sauced out past Proden. Monaco going to back it up here, one-on-one in front. High slot, fired the shot. Shot blocked by Monaco. In front of Bersani, we'll get a whistle. And at 10:37 to go here in the period, Bersani makes the save as the knuckle puck went off of Monaco's shin guards, bouncing towards Bersani, who smothers it. And we'll get a whistle here and a face-off in a left wing circle to the right of Bersani's glove. In the slot goes Monaco and then Pasturzi. Gaspararo going to take your draw. Cushman down in the I formation behind Gaspararo, and Yannick here on the near side. High slot coming in. Puck is loose for Yannick. Yannick to Pasturzi. Pasturzi pushing up the ice. He's got a step. Yannick has the net. Fires a shot. No rebound given by the goaltender, who makes a good save as Yannick came crashing in for the second look opportunity. and no rebound given. 10:25 to go. Lineup stays the same. Pisturzi heads to the slot. Yannick switches places on the left wing. Cush and Monaco left and right D. Monaco left point. Patiently waits, sends it over to Cushman, right side. Cush, cross ice pass for Yannick in the right corner. Yannick curling down low, got Pisturzi in the slot. Yannick heads to the slot, right, knocked down by the Goldrush. Yannick swings and chops loose in the corner for Gospodaro. Gospodaro's got Cushman open right point, and he's going to hang on it right across the blue line. Pass blocked by the Goldrush, and Gospodaro's got to force him out. And picked up by Monaco. Monaco cuts back at center. Here comes the Rock. Rock across blue line, right, left circle comes in, hangs onto it, got his pocket picked and thrown out of the zone by the Goldrush, off the stick of Pisturzi, and it's picked up by Cushman. Cushman, right circle inside his own zone, sends it out towards Gospodaro. Gospodaro going to pull his momentum back into the corner, sends one out of the zone, past the reaching hands of the Goldrush. No icing, that's correct, it was waved off. And it's going to be Yannick on the forecheck. Goldrush swinging up the ice real quick. Monaco was pinching. He backed up. Pisturzi cuts it off. In the Gospodaro from Pisturzi. Gospodaro tries to go out to Cushman. Cushman sends one forward. Picked up by Gospodaro. Gospodaro here to the near side. Sends it to Cush. Cush sends it right back to Max 3. Down behind the goal line for Yannick. Pisturzi off the right post. Yannick curling around for Gospodaro. Fire one. It's at Gospodaro's feet. He couldn't get to it. Goldrush collapsed all over it. It's Monaco and Cushman in a 2-on-2. High across the blue line. Looks to fire a shot off the stick of Monaco into the glove of Bersani at 9:04 to go here in the period. And we get another offensive zone face-off for the Goldrush. Your lineup now out there will be Gavin Sire on the face-off. In the slot goes Rich and Clark. BMAC on the half wall. And Jackson Rothmeyer is your defender in the right wing corner. He goes D to Rich here to the near side. Rich chips it up towards Clark. Clark backhands out his own right in the hands of the Goldrush. BMAC all over the forecheck though, and it's towards the Phantom line. But BMAC pushed him, forced him to throw it behind the net. It's McMurray with speed in the right wing corner. Clark harassing on the near side. Clark goes down, or Clark takes the kid down. BMAC bounces off. Clark picks up the loose change. The Goldrush player slow to get up. He lost the stick out to BMAC. Over to Clark, right point. Clark fires a shot right into the glove of the goaltender. No rebound given. 8:32. The Goldrush goaltender has got a pretty good glove. He's not giving up much in the way of rebounds, so you got to go low on this guy pads, or you got to go all day blocker to get anything for a rebound and a second look opportunity. It'll be Clark, Sire, and BMAC up front. Rothmeyer and Rich left to right on the blue line. And there's 8:32 remaining here in the second. Face off in the right wing circle. Gavin popped it in the corner. Goldrush in the set play on the far side, trying to split the D. In front of Rothmeyer, going to try to use the boards and head it up, and they're going to chip one in. Rothmeyer opens up, picked up by Rich in the right wing corner. Rich behind the net of Bersani, swings over here to the near side, digging it out of the walls, and BMAC, who tried to touch past the Sire, blocked by the Goldrush. Loose change, picked up by the Phantoms. BMAC, Brady McMurray, left side. Sire goes in net, Clark high F3. BMAC throws one across the slot looking for Sire. He was tied up on that tip-in shot. And it's going to be the Goldrush coming the other way, cut off by Rylan Rich. Trying to muscle it in is going to be the Goldrush. Rich comes in. Clark just body checks the kid down. No call. They're letting him play, folks. Poke check by Rothmeyer. McMurray sends it out to Gavin Sires. He muscled his way through it. And it's going to be the Goldrush going to work against Gavin. Puck is loose. Going to be picked up here on the far side by Rothmeyer. Jackson with a little bit of time and space. Going to chip one in. He gets hammered into the wall down behind the goal line. They're letting him play, folks. That's good. If they're going to let it go, then the boys know what they got to do. BMAC coming in, there's two on BMAC, out to the point for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer keeps it in, kicks it to himself, sends it back across. It's going to be 3-on-2 the other way. Chipping it forward, knocked down by Rylan Rich. Loose change for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer sends it up towards Sire. It's 3-on-1 with a back checker. Inside, Sire to BMAC. BMAC right hash marks. Fires the backhand shot. Rebounded behind the goaltender. The goaltender's out of position, and puck is in the right wing corner, knocked away by the Goldrush. That's 7:12 to go. They got a guy breaking past Zaire. Zaire cuts him off at the blue line to the far side from McRae, firing a shot. Saved by Bersani at 7:03 to go here in the period. Lots of action, folks. And the Phantoms go for the line change. It's going to be Boyd on your draw. She's tied up. Croden comes away with the loose change. Knocked down by Adam McRae in the right wing corner. McRae going to work along with Boyd on the defensive side of it. Boyd slams one up off the glass behind the net of Bersani here to the near side for double D. DeNormany trying to push one up the ice. Slammed out by Boyd to the far side for McRae. Adam chips it forward to Proden. Proden at center now. Gonna slide one into the left wing corner behind the net of Goldrush. It's the Normandy on the right side. Boyd in defensive position. Picked up by Double D, who throws one the other way. Adam gonna pinch. No, backing up out towards Proden. Proden cuts it off in front of the Phantom benches out towards the penalty boxes. Now Boyd comes in and the Goldrush send it in deep. Down behind the net for Bersani. Picked up by Max too. Zayer comes in, makes a move. McCray heading high. Zayer gonna have to backhand one out of the zone into the hands of the Goldrush D, who goes D to D real quick. On the far side, reversing up the ice in front of the Goldrush benches toward McCray. Centering pass broken up by Zayer as they sent the streaking forward in on the left side. Then Zayer breaks up the play. Out of the blue line. Intercepted by Boyd, who chips one out of the zone past the defender. And it's going to be Proden on the forecheck now. Down in the left wing corner, left to right. Coming over here to the near side. Proden going to force him out. Sending it top of the right circle here to the near side. Past Niatic. Out towards Monaco and Zayer. Picked up by the Rock. Rock meets the blue line. Sends it up towards Niatic. Niatic with a little bit of time and space. Gets the move. Splits the D. Comes in front of the Phantom benches. Julian tries to get to it. Gaspadaro comes in off of Gaspadaro's shin guards. Out towards Max 2. Zayer going to work. He's got it at the puck across his own blue line now. Looking ahead and man it up to Gaspadaro. He's got Pasturzi on his left. Gaspadaro goes in. Bottom of the fight. Fires a shot. Rebound. Juicy up front. Swatted behind the net by Gaspadaro. Here to the near side for Niatic. Niatic to Max 3. Max 3 pokes it loose down low for Pasturzi. Headed to the net. Got Pasturzi off the defender. Back in front for Gaspadaro, and it's going to be picked up by the Goldrush, who are going to pull it over here to the near side. It's going to be picked up by Zayer. Monaco's going to carry him wide left. Pops it free for Zayer down behind the net of Bersani. Met by Monaco once again. Monaco on the far side hits the brakes. Curls back behind the net. It's going to be the Rock. Hit the brakes one more time. Nope, he DDD past to Zayer. Zayer sends one behind the net. Pasturzi's going to have to come back into the right wing hash marks now. Pasturzi tied up. Over to Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro backhands it to Niatic. He just misses. But it's going to be Niatic on a back forechecker, trying to knock it loose. Out towards Pasturzi. Pasturzi harassing. Here comes the Goldrush in front of Monaco. Offsides is going to be the call. I did not see which gentleman from the Goldrush was off, but we'll take it as they had speed coming up the ice at 4:35 to go here in the second. Word out of Blaine is that 16U, the electric company of Gian and Elena, tied it at 3-3. Not sure what happened in the 19U affair. It's going to be Niatic pushing it up off the faceoff from Gaspadaro. Niatic fires one, shot blocked by the defender. Good stick by the defender of Goldrush. On the far side, Pasturzi coming in. Knocked off the Goldrush player, picked up by Monaco at center. He drops it back to Cushman. Cush curls around, sends it up towards Niatic. Picked off by the Goldrush back in the hands of Max 3. And Goldrush knocked it free in the center. Pasturzi pokes it loose. And here comes the Goldrush. Offside is going to be the call as 17 was across the blue line before the Goldrush puck entered the zone. And it was a 2-on-1 going the other way against Monaco. Shots are 17 apiece if you read the scoreboard. And Coach Caden goes for the wholesale change. Out there now will be BMAC, Sire, and Clark. Your blue liners are going to be Rich and McCray. Or Rich and Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer, sorry folks. I see a 7. There's so many 7s on this team, you sometimes lose track of them. High slot, looking to fire it across, bottom of the right circle. Goldrush sauces one over to Rothmeyer. He picked it off. And here comes the Phantoms with BMAC and Sire. 2-on-1. Sire's got to step. Sire patiently drops it for Clark. Clark first from the high slot. Over the crossbar in the left wing corner. BMAC centering pass towards Clark. Out to Riley and Rich. Rich slams one down past the reaching hands of Sire. Picked up by BMAC. BMAC bottom of the right. So curls and fires shot. Rebound out front for Gavin. The Goldrush collapsing. 3 blue jerseys in front of the net. Not giving the Phantoms much to work with on the rebounds. Coming in is going to be the Goldrush defender. Chipping it off the far side. Picked up by Clark. Throwing it back left wing hash marks. And they send it out of the zone. That'll be an icing if it gets there, as it slowly slides into the right wing corner. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 3:19 to go here in the second. Then your face-off goes into the left wing circle. It's Rothmeyer and Rich, a little R&R on D. Clark in the slot, Sire on your draw. Then BMAC top of the left circle. Face-off one to BMAC, BMAC to Rich. Rich waits, curls around, makes a miss. He's got BMAC open, top left circle, over the left face-off, off the stick of McMurray, who tried to send one out to the point for Rothmeyer, and it was picked off by the Goldrush, and here they come the other way. In front of Rothmeyer, 3-on-2, back checking the Sire, right circle, fired shot, saved by Max, rebound missed by the Goldrush, picked up by Rothmeyer, Rothmeyer to BMAC, BMAC to Sire, off his stick, and here comes the Goldrush the other way. and it's going to be picked up by Gavin at neutral ice. Sire, puck protection here to the near side. McMurray in tow. McMurray top of the right circle trying to drag one back in. It was picked up by the Gold Rush, and here they're coming in front of Rylan Rich and Max too. Firing a shot, saved by Bersani here to the near side. And it's going to be 2:38 to go here in the second period. And an offensive zone face-off in the right wing circle. Your lineup out there now is going to be McRae and Zayer on D. Cronin, Boyd, and Normandy up front from right to left if you're looking at it. Sent forward by Zayer, kept in by the Gold Rush, firing a shot off the back of Zayer, back behind the net. Max coming in, he's pinned up. Picked up by Boyd now. Boyd with time and space. Hits the Normandy. Normandy here to the near side. Sends it out of the zone, but right in front of the blue line. Puck dances right back into the hands of McRae. McRae going to knuckle one forward, and it's going to be Boyd coming in as the defender's backing up. It's going to be Brielle, right side. Brielle comes and fires the backhand shot just past the mid. Damian Cronin on the rebound. The Normandy keeps it in, pushed forward by the Gold Rush, and it's 3-on-2 the other way. In front of McRae, top of the left circle, fires a shot, and McRae gets a piece of it. It knuckles tore end over end towards Bersani with the save at 2:01 to go here in the second period. Face-off goes in the left wing circle now to the right of Bersani's glove. And the lineup stays the same for the Phantoms. Boyd going to take the draw. In the slot goes McRae and then Proden. Double D on the half wall. Zayer down in the left wing corner. Boyd wins over to Max too. And Zayer going to push up the ice with a little bit of time and space. Sends one up off of Bob. That puck's going to go down for an icing if it gets there. And it does. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 1:52 to go here in the second. And a face-off in the left wing circle to the right of Bersani. Wholesale change from the coach, Caden.
Oh, I went out.
Monaco and Pasturzi in the slot. Gospodaro are going to take the face-off. Cushman down in the I formation. And Yadek on the half wall. Face-off one to Cush. Cush throws it over to the far side. Monaco and Pasturzi going to get a right wing half wall. Pasturzi curls back around to his forehand, makes a move on it. Into the hands of Cushman. Cushman behind the net of Bersani now. Cush going. Curls around here to the near side. Backhand pass to Yadek's got to dig one out of the wall to Gospodaro. Kept in by the Gold Rush. Pushed forward by Gospodaro. And it's going to be Gospodaro and Pasturzi on the forecheck. Gospodaro forcing him to go behind the net. He hits the brakes. Max gets a piece of it. Slows him up. Allowing the forecheck to be set up. Coming off by Yadek. Yadek keeps it. Sends one to the net. Stick saved by the goaltender into the hands of the Gold Rush. Gold Rush going to send one out of the zone. Makes a move around Monaco. Monaco top to the right side. Forced him to go to the middle. Monaco gets a piece of it in the right wing corner for Cushman. Picked up by the Gold Rush, who's looking to cycle it down low to nobody. Off the stick of Cush. Monaco comes in, ties him up. Then a shot fired by the Gold Rush as there was a guy streaking in. And Bersani makes the save. Left point. Shot fired. Went between Cushman and Monaco before Bersani had to get a piece of it. In front in the left wing corner, Monaco comes in, tries to lift the stick. On the far side, left face off top. Monaco knocks the puck loose in the left wing corner. Cushman going to pick it up. Push up to Yadek. Yadek to Pasturzi. 2-on-2, Pasturzi and Gospodaro. Ryan, high slot, makes a move onto the outside, hits the brakes, waiting for support. It's going to be Pasturzi curling back around, over to Yadek. Yadek waits, fires a shot off the goaltender's face mask behind the net towards Yadek. Yadek out to Cushman. Cushman back to Julian. Julian down low, sends one to the net. Off the defender into the corner, 25 seconds to go for Pasturzi. Out to the left point, coming in is going to be Rothmeyer. Chip past Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer opens up and turns and burns into the right wing corner, right half wall. Rothmeyer hits the brakes and he flies right by. Out to Pasturzi. Pasturzi sends it over to the middle, but it's picked off by the Gold Rush. Come out is Cushman. Cushman knocks it free. Picked up by Gospodaro. 8 seconds to go. Here comes Max 3. 5 seconds to go. Gospodaro fires a clapper wide right. Rebound from Yadek, who fired. Saved by the goaltender. Slammed out of the zone. It just misses off the post. And that sound is the end of the second period. And Pasturzi's having words with one of the boys from the Gold Rush. And this period has been fun, folks. Its shots are 22 apiece as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Villaggio's Italian Ristorante in Roselle, Illinois. Villaggio's voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Rocky. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at Centennial Ice Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. 14 minutes are on the clock, and you're starting lineup for the third. BMAC, Sire, and Clark. Monaco and Cush on the blue line. Bersani has the net. Ronan Clark drops it for Monaco. Monaco sends one over here to BMAC. BMAC pushing it up the ice, going to send one in deep. On the forecheck is going to be Clark. Sire on the F2 far side. McMurray F3. Met by the Goldrush. Chip pass Cushman. Up and out of play it goes, and it's going to go back inside the zone as it went off. The Goldrush player threw it out of the zone into his own bench. So at 13:43 to go here in the third, it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Phantoms. Your lineup stays the same. Cush and Monaco are left and right on D. Sire going to take your draw. Clark makes his way over to the slot, and BMAC right at the hash marks on the half wall. Gavin wins it back here to the near side, but it's picked up by the Goldrush. We're going to send one over. Monaco thought about pinching for a hot second there and pushing it forward. Knocked down by the Rock right at the blue line. It's Monaco versus two. Here comes Clark now. Clark across top left circle, picked up by the Goldrush. Back in the hands of Gavin Sire, and he just didn't see it. Trying to muscle one forward to Clark. And here comes the Goldrush. 1-on, 2-on, 3-on-2 in front of Monaco and Cushman. Directed into the right corner by Bersani. Saved by Bersani. Once again, loose change for the Rock. Rock, bottom left circle, pushing it up here to the near side. He's got BMAC. Now he's got to look up the ice. Head up, Rock. Here he goes. Sends one forward to BMAC. Into the hands of the Goldrush. Chip behind Monaco. Monaco knocks the kid's stick out of his hand. No call. Picked up by McMurray, kicking it to himself now. Sauced one across into the right corner. Number 24 didn't like that Monaco knocked his stick out of his hand. Tried to give Rock a shot there. And Rocco just smiles at him. 12:52 to go. Cushman pushes one to Gavin. Goldrush in a line change. And it's knocked free off the skates. The Goldrush picked up by Cushman. Poke check by McMurray. McMurray dragging one forward. Strong on the puck is 91. He sends one in deep. And it's going to ring around to the far side for Gavin, who's going to dig one out of the wall. Sire makes a move around the defender in the right wing corner by the goal line. Hitting the brakes. Trips the guy up. No call on the trip. Picked up by Sire along with Clark down behind. That's Nyadek, I'm sorry. Nyadek behind the net along with Sire. Dragging it forward in the 50-50 battles. Gavin towards the net. Slammed away by the defender. Tripped up by the goaltender. No call on that one. That one's funny as Clark got tripped up literally by the goalie who stuck his stick out there. That's funny. Around McRae, hit a high slot. Fires one over the crossbars, the Goldrush. Picked up by Gavin. Gavin takes him down. Picked up by Max. And quite honestly, folks, if they haven't called anything yet, they're not going to call that. Saved by Bersani, directed into the left wing corner. Player goes down, picked up by Clark. Clark sends one to Sire. Sire chips one forward towards the Phantom benches, picked back up by the Goldrush. Going to fire one to Bersani, who directs one here to the near side. McRae coming in now. Goldrush working it here on the near side. Pasturzi trying to drag one forward. Right point, Goldrush going to fire. Blocked off the skate of Clark as he went down to one knee. Looked like a catcher trying to get in a position to catch a pitch there. And it's going to be Zayer sends it up here to the near side for Pasturzi. Pasturzi chips one out of the zone. And if Pasturzi's still running through it, kick right back. Puck is loose and dropped back inside the zone, and the Goldrush are going to regroup. Over here to the near side, touch forward by the Goldrush into the hands of McRae. McRae going to send one forward. That puck's going to go down in the left corner. No icing as it's waved off. Goldrush behind their netminder, left to right. Pasturzi on the forecheck with Nyadek. Sent up here to the near side. Out towards Gospodaru, Rothmeyer, and Zayer as the puck trickles by Bersani into the left corner. Zayer comes in, pulls it around left to right here to the near side. He's got Pasturzi on the breakout. Right wing corner, Pasturzi. Backhands one forward, right in the hands of the Goldrush, who go the other way, and curling right back inside the zone by Rothmeyer. Send a knuckle puck behind the net. Rothmeyer got to come trucking in. He does. Sends it over to Pasturzi, who's got to dig one onto the boards. Pasturzi on the right, hash marks here. Pushing it back along toward the boards, up the ice towards Gospodaru. Making a move around Zayer. Firing a shot, blocked by Max 2. Into the left wing corner for Nyadek. Nyadek sending it up into the hands of Pasturzi. It's Pasturzi and Gospodaru, 2-on-2. Ryan comes in, sends it to Max. Max fires a one-timer, saved by the goaltender. Nyadek blocks the breakout pass, sends it back behind the net. Two Phantoms in front of the net. Nyadek curling around, left shot, over to Pasturzi. Pasturzi fires a shot. That's a Ryan Pasturzi! Chicago Phantoms goal! Let's check the replay, folks. It went from Nyadek to Pasturzi, who puts it in at 10:15 to go in the third. We've got ourselves a tie ball game. It's 1-1. Shots are 26-24, folks. This has been a great contest for both teams, and it shows on the scoreboard. 95, 96, 97 are still out there, and it'll be Rothmeyer and Rich. Nyadek cutting back. Fires one over the crossbar. That was a good look for Nyadek. Into the hands of Pasturzi. Pasturzi to Rich. Rich back to Ryan. Ryan, right wing half ball. Tied up, trying to push his way through it. Couldn't get down there. Fight through the body check. Chip past Nyadek. Gaspadaro coming in on the forecheck now. Blocks it free. Lost his stick. Out of the zone it goes into the hands of Pasturzi. Pasturzi pushing it up the ice. Patience by Ryan. Comes in. Left wing hash marks now. Ryan hits the brakes. Up the half wall. Sending over to the point for Rothmeyer. But it's picked up by the Gold Rush. And here they're coming in a 2-on-2 in front of Rothmeyer and Rich. High right side. Toe drag release. Right into the glove of Bersani at 9:36 to go here in the third period. And the full line change for the Phantoms. Headed out there now. Proden along with Boyd and Double D. Blue liners are going to be the Rock and Kush. Rock down in the I formation behind Boyd. Kush in the slot with Double D. Proden on the half wall. Face off one by the Goldrush. Fired a shot. Saved by Bersani. Knocked loose by Monaco. Backhand shot. Side by in front of Bersani. We're going to get a whistle as Cushman and Boyd hacking all over the Goldrush forward who was trying to get that second look opportunity off of Bersani. And the face-off slides over to the left wing circle. Proden and Monaco in a slot. Now Cushman in the I formation and Double D on the half wall. Boyd on the face-off down low for Kush. Tries the backhand one up the boards. It was cut off by the Goldrush. Spin back pass off the skates of the referee. Get out of the way. Stripes. Proden chips one forward, and it's going to be picked up by the Goldrush along with Double D and Boyd now on the forecheck at 9:15. Double D sniffs out the regroup, pulling it back up to the near side. Boyd sends it behind the net. Cushman going to have to cover the blue line on the far side. Coming in is Boyd, sent out of the zone into the hands of the forward. Looking to go cross ice, cut off by Proden and Cushman. Back in the hands of Briello, chips one forward. And it's going to be Double D on the forecheck now. Out towards Proden, past his stick, picked up by Monaco. Beat past Monaco, makes a move around Cushman. On the far side is the Goldrush player. Chip behind Boyd, hanging on to it. Boyd does not fall for the hand tactics there. There's a stick on the ice. Boyd goes down, trips up the player, picked up by Cushman, into the hands of the forward, towards Monaco. Monaco blocks it into the left wing corner. Monaco's got him pinned in, loose change for Boyd. Boyd over here to Proden, past his reaching hands, right point, sent back behind the net. Here comes Monaco, off the back of the net. Monaco knocked it loose into the left corner for Cushman. Cushman off the bottom of his stick, left wing circle. Coming in is Boyd, back to Cushman. Cushman trying to one-hand one over. Boyd comes in, tops it free to Normandy. Normandy harassed by one, gets it out of the zone. He muscles it out of the zone in the hands of Proden. Proden across the blue line, left side. Fires one between the legs of the defender. Kick, save, rebound out front. Thrown away by the Goldrush all the way back into the hands of McCray. McCray sends one to Sire. Sire pushes one forward, kicked loose by the Goldrush. Top of the right circle against McCray. Back checking his Proden. Into the right corner, puck squirts down low. McCray giving chase. He pins him into the wall, takes him down. Picked up by Gavin. Gavin Sire sends it up to Proden. Proden tries the breakout pass up the ice. Picked off there by the Goldrush. Proden muscles one in the zone. And the Goldrush regrouping out towards Clark. Clark forced him to throw it away. Spinorama pass out of the zone, past Sire. In front of McCray, one-on-one, backing up his Proden on the back check. McCray stuffs it. Out of the zone, here comes Clark, this Gavin Sire. Sire up the ice, Gavin coming in, 7:30. One hands, one down behind the net, wrapping it around the far side. Clark coming in along with BMAC. BMAC picks up the loose change, hangs onto it, taken down by the Goldrush there at the blue line. Poke check by Zaire, knocked loose by Sire in front of the penalty boxes. Gavin going to push him off the puck. And it's going to be a D-to-D pass. BMAC coming in on the forecheck. He's got pressure on the defender. Over here to the near side, forced to go the way. BMAC looking to pick his pocket. In the right wing corner, looking for support. Here comes Clark now, up off the glass to the blue line for Zaire. It bounces over his stick. It's going to be Rothmeyer in a 2-on-1 against him. High left side, firing a shot. Blocked by Rothmeyer. Back again. Big rebound out front. Picked up by Gaspadaro. It's Gaspadaro and McMurray in a 2-on-2. Gaspadaro takes it wide right. Down the right face up top, up the backhand. Fires a shot. Rebound out front. Picked up by the Goldrush. Off the skates of McMurray. Back behind the goal line. Thrown away by the Goldrush. Bad bounce, but it's kept in by Rothmeyer. Just past Gaspadaro's stick. Thrown away by the Goldrush. That puck is going to slide all the way down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:31 to go here in the third. Shots are 30-26 if you believe the scoreboard. Out there now is going to be 95, 96, 97. Rothmeyer and Rich. Rich in the high slot. Gets the face off. He had pressure on him. Dumps it back into the corner. Swung off the far side for Nyadek. past him out towards Rich, and the Goldrush going one-on-one in front of Rothmeyer. High right side, comes down low, fires a shot right into the glove of Bersani. 6:16 to go here in the third. And an offensive zone face-off for the Goldrush. The Phantoms stand pat. Rich in the slot along with Pisturzi and Yannick. Gospodaru on your draw. Down behind the goal line for Rich. Rich sends it over to Yannick. Passes his stick out of the zone. Pisturzi on the forecheck. Curling back around, throwing right back up the boards along the bench side is the Goldrush, who headman inside the zone pass. Rich center pass broken up by Rothmeyer, who backhands one towards Yannick on the right left wing half wall. Out of the zone it goes for the Goldrush. Coming in is going to be Pisturzi. Offsides and all the way down, folks, at 5:55 to go. As that was intentional, as the gentleman from the Goldrush was well offsides. And the Goldrush had other plays. Could have pulled it back. Could have held on to it.
All right, let's go, Phantom!
So we get ourselves an offensive zone face-off for the Purple People Eaters. Yannick in the slot. Gospodaru going to take the face-off. Pisturzi on the hash marks. Rich and Rothmeyer, a little R&R on D from right to left. Gospodaru wins over to Pisturzi. Pisturzi curling around, had two on him, over to Rich. Rich going to swing one back behind the net. Yannick's got to come down and get it. Chipped loose by the defender of the Goldrush. Yannick's got the inside position. Pisturzi comes in for support into the hands of Gospodaru. Sent one to top left circle. Max picks his pocket. Finally sent out of the zone by the Goldrush. And it's going to be Rothmeyer in a foot race. Rylan Rich chopping it. Puck is loose. 3-on-1 here to the near side. That was trouble. Saved by Bersani. Big rebound behind the net directed by Max. Firing a shot, tipped high stick in front. We're going to get a whistle at 5:22 on the Goldrush. That puck face-off is going to go all the way down. Then another offensive zone face-off for the Phantoms. The coaches are arguing about the high stick. It was a high stick. Don't know who got it first. They're saying the Goldrush did. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off. Max 3 going to take that draw. Over to Yannick. Yannick, top of the left circle. Met by 2. Tries to fire the shot. Picked up by Pisturzi. Pisturzi fires one in. That's a Ryan Pisturzi. Chicago Phantoms goal. Assisted by Julian Yannick once again as he shoves one-handed. So that goes from 95 to 95 on the board from 97 and 96 at 5:15 here in the third, and it's 2-1 Phantoms. A fortuitous play if we ever saw one, and we will take it. It's going to be Prodan, Boyd, and DeNormandy, Monaco, and Cushman. Prodan trying to pick a pocket. He does. Hits DeNormandy. DeNormandy right face off the fires one low. Wide right behind the net. Dom on the forecheck. Defenseman reversing the ice. Prodan coming in. Prodan popped it loose back in the hands of the Goldrush. F3 is Brielle taking away the breakout pass. Stuffed by Brielle Boyd. Number 15 going to work. Prodan, number 5 on the defensive side. He sends one to the net. Blocker saved down as DeNormandy comes in for pressure at 4:49 to go here in the period. Shots are now 32-28 in favor of the Goldrush. Monaco and Cush left to right on D. Face off won by the Goldrush. Boyd coming in, forcing to wrap it on the far side. Stepping in is Cush. Nice job by Cushman, and he slowed him up. Picked up by Prodan over to DeNormandy. DeNormandy sends one forward into the hands of the Goldrush, and they were D-to-D pass here to the near side. Headmanning it towards Monaco. One-on-one in front of the Rock. Rock going to make a move on him. He swings and misses towards Bersani. Rebound, save out front. Knocked down by Boyd on the far side. Picked up by the Goldrush. Chip back down low in between the legs of the defender or the forward. Coming over here to the near side towards Monaco. Firing a shot. Blocked by Cushman. Picked up here by Prodan. Backhands went out to the point. Kept in by the Goldrush. Thrown back the other way. Left wing corner. Cushman's going to knock it free. Cush sips it over here to Monaco. Monaco corrals it. Sends it over to Prodan. Prodan trying to push out his own. He does, but the Goldrush regrouping back. Dropping it back to their defenseman, who sends it right back up the ice. Makes a move around double D. Swings over here to the left side. We're going to get a penalty on the Phantoms. Firing a shot. Saved by Bersani at 3:50 to go here in the period. Not sure if it's Prodan or double D. One of them are headed to the sin bin at 3:50. It'll be DeNormandy. I believe hooking will be the call at 3:50. as the Phantoms are headed to the PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Gospodaru and Pisturzi up front. Zayer and Rich are your defenders. Zayer down in the right wing corner's got him pinned in. Mugging down in the right wing corner by Zayer, no call. Top of the right circle, defenseman goes D to D, pass Gospodaru towards Pisturzi. Over to the left wing side, releasing towards Rich. Lost it off his stick as the Goldrush. Rich going to take him in the left wing corner, force him to go back down low. He does. Looking to play behind the net is going to be the Rush. Now they send it back out to the far side. Goldrush looking to set things up. Fires a shot low. Stick saved by Bersani. Directed here to the near side. 56 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Out to the right point. Towards Pisturzi. Gospodaru comes in. Right, left side. Towards Rich. Fires a shot. Wide right in front of the blue paint. Here to the near side. Gospodaru lifts the stick. Right corner. Zayer coming in. Puck is loose for Pisturzi, who sends the knuckle puck sliding all the way down. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 2:56 to go here in the third. 35 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Coach Caden goes for the line change. Headed out there now is going to be Monaco and Rothmeyer on D. Sire and Clark up front. Monaco makes his way to the half wall. Rothmeyer and Clark in the slot. Gavin on your draw. Face-off won by the Goldrush. And they swing it over to the right point. On the far side now. Tying him up is going to be Monaco along with Rothmeyer in front of the net. Back in front, forward for the Goldrush had lost his stick. Bersani directs that one up and out of play into the netting. So with 22 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. 2:43 to go here in the second. We'll get an offensive zone face-off in the right wing circle for the Rush. Sire once again on the draw. He's tied up into the right wing corner for Monaco. Monaco behind the net of Bersani hits the brakes and he flies right by. Monaco hits the brakes again. He makes a miss. Now he makes a miss again. It's finally pinned in. He's held up. Coming in as Rothmeyer sends over to the far side for Clark. Clark back behind the goal line. Bounces one over to Monaco. Monaco a little bit of time and space. Sends one out. Tipped by the Goldrush. Nice clear. And it's going to be 2 seconds to go, and we are even strength. Pass Clark towards Rothmeyer now. Bottom of the left circle. Toe drag to the high slot towards Sire. It's going to be picked up by Brady McMurray. McMurray up the ice. Left wing hash marks. Forehand fires a shot. That's a B-Man Chicago Phantoms goal. Let's see the replay, folks. Off the defender. B-Mac comes in, goes, skates left, shoots right in a classic hockey move at 2:08 to go in the period, giving the Chicago Phantoms a 3-1 lead in this contest. Shots are 36-29 in favor of the Goldrush, but the Phantoms leading on the scoreboard. Out there now is going to be Pisturzi, Gospodaru, and Yadek. Zayer and McCray are your blue liners from left to right. Gospodaru slams one forward, picked up by the Goldrush. Yadek on the forecheck. Goldrush breaking out to the far side. Excuse me, cut off by Max 3. Into the zone they go, past Pisturzi, who popped it loose from Yadek. Yadek pushes one forward, off the shin guards of Goldrush. They're picking it up to regroup, and they're coming right up here to the near side. Out towards Pisturzi now, walking it in by Zayer. Zayer's going to poke it loose and takes the guy down, skates through his hands. One of the nice plays I like in hockey is hips on hands. You'll hear that from a couple of dads we used to talk hockey all the time. It's Gospodaru and along with Yadek. Gospodaru left wing face-off dot. Fires a shot right into the goaltender's mask. Rebound out front. Puck is still loose in the backhand. Looking for Pisturzi. Pisturzi fires a shot. Saved by the defender. Picked his pocket. It's going to be Yadek. Yadek fires one back. Gospodaru on the one-timer. Saved by the goaltender. Slid across the slot by Yadek. Yadek on the hash marks. Left wing Heffel goes down. Picked up here by the Goldrush. Going to send one towards McCray. McCray going to send one in. It's going to be offsides, and it's going to go all the way down at 110. Adam had a little time there. Sure, he was excited. 1:10 to go, and we'll get a face-off all the way down by Bersani. Waiting for the coach of the Goldrush here to pull his goaltender. You're down by 2, and your playoff life depends on it. You got 1:10 to go, and you got an offensive zone face-off. I'm pulling my goalie. Out there now is going to be Proden, DeNormandy, and Monaco from right to left in the slot. Cushman on the half wall. Boyd going to take the face-off in the left wing circle. Face-off one. Coming out is going to be DeNormandie, shot fired wide right of Bersani, picked up by Proden. Pass goes to the far side, collected by DeNormandie, who's going to push it up across center in front of the Goldrush bench. Sent down behind the goal line, and we are just under 1 minute to go. Boyd comes in, forcing to go to the outside. Backing up is Cush. DeNormandie coming in on the forecheck. Heady manning it up towards Monaco and Cushman. 3-on-2 in front of the rock, and Cush fires one across the slot. Saved by Bersani. Picked up by Proden out to the right point. Over to the right wing half wall now. Stuffed out of the zone by Boyd with 34 seconds to go. And the Goldrush regrouping. Knocked loose by Proden in the hands of Boyd. He's going to send one in deep. Offside is going to be the call as it did not get deep. I shouldn't have said that. It was knocked down there. 27.5 seconds to go here in the period. And the Phantoms go for the wholesale change. Sire going to be at center. McMurray and Clark left and right, 91 and 19. Rothmeyer and Rich on the blue line. Face-off won by the Goldrush. Here they're coming up in front of Rich. Rich going to knock it loose on the blue line. Poked for by Sire, muscled back by the far side by McMurray. McMurray's taken down on the hook, and at 16 seconds to go here in the period, number 9 headed to the sin bin. So I gotta say, folks, as far as ref games go so far in the 3 that we've played, this has by far been the best 2 referees we've had. As the Phantoms head to the power play. This power play brought to you by Gene and Jude's on River Road and River Grove. Gene and Jude's, no seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. Your power play unit out there now is Clark, McMurray, and Sire. Rich and Rothmeyer from the right point. Rich tries to fire a clapper. Sire tips one forward. He's taken down. Another save by the goaltender. And that sound is the end of the ballgame. Your final score here at Centennial Ice Arena is the Chicago Phantoms 3 and the California Goldrush 1. As we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap. For the visiting California Goldrush, the lone goal scored by, I unfortunately do not have a number on it for the young man to get recognition, but he had a goal of 9:24 in the first to give the Goldrush the early lead. Penalties on the Goldrush, number 57 tripping in the first at 4:55, and number 9 hooking with 16 seconds to go in the third period. For the home team and victorious Chicago Phantoms, the lone penalty on Double D, number 8 hooking in the third at 3:50 to go. Goals scored by Ryan Pisturzi, assisted by Julian Yadek at 10:15 in the third, game tire. The go-ahead and game winner scored by Ryan Pisturzi, assisted by Julian Yadek and Max Gaspadaru at 5:15 in the third. And the icing on the cake, the third goal on the breakaway, his 4th one of the tournament. Brady McMurray, BMAC, at 2:08 in the third to round out the scoring for the Chicago Phantoms. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. We will see you at some point tonight when the Chicago Phantoms will play in their 4th game of this Nashville tournament. Thank you for watching. And once again, your final score here from Centennial Ice Arena, the Chicago Phantoms 3 and the California Goldrush 1. Thanks for watching.